welcome to yoga. Let's begin lying down today. So if you want to grab a folded blanket or a folded towel just to put under your head if it's more comfortable. And then just come to lie on the back. Stretch the legs out, point the toes, stretch the arms out, interlace the fingers, steeple the forefingers. And take a breath here. Breathing into the depths of the lungs. Inhale once more. And then as you exhale, bring the knees in and bring the forehead up to the knees around the spine. Inhale, stretching out, nice and long. Exhale, bringing it in. One more time, stretching nice and long. And exhale, knees to chest, forehead up to the knees, round the spine. Lower the head to the mat and place the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring the arms out to a T, palms are flat on the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release the knees over to the left. Inhale the knees up through center, exhale the knees over to the right. Going at your own pace here, inhale the knees skyward, exhale to the left, and then inhaling, exhaling over to the right. A couple more times, just stretching into the side body, gentle stretch in the lower back here. We want to make sure that our shoulder blades are not lifting off of the mat. One more time over to the right. And then bring the knees back to neutral. Bend the knees to the chest. And simply rock side to side, elbow to elbow here. Maybe imagine making counterclockwise circles with the knees. Just drawing little circles on the ceiling. Feet could be flexed here or they could be relaxed. And then reverse the circling in the opposite direction. Again, maintaining that connection to our breath. We might hold a particular posture, but we never want to hold the breath. So always just keep breathing. Excellent. Stretch the legs skyward, point and flex through the feet. Circle the toes in one direction. Feeling a gentle stretch in the ankles here. And then circle the toes in the opposite direction. Maybe alternate pointing and flexing through the feet. Hug the knees into the chest. Stretch the left leg out, hug the right knee in, flexing through both feet. And switch, stretching the right leg out, hugging that left knee in. One more time on each side. Stretching the left leg out, hug the right knee. And once more, stretching the right leg out, hug the left knee in. Excellent. Stretch the left leg out. And just relax the legs, relax the toes. Bring the arms out to the sides, palms face up. Close your eyes. And just arrive to this moment, arrive to your practice, letting go of any activities, any to-do lists. Feeling gratitude for this practice, for yourself, for making the time to show up. And I want you, in your mind's eye, to bring an awareness to your breath. As you inhale, I want you to imagine the breath, the prana, the energy entering through the sole of the left foot, traveling up the left side body, up to the crown of the head. Pause. And then exhale. The prana, the life force, travels down the right side of the body and out through the right sole of the foot. Inhale, this time the prana enters through the right sole of the foot, traveling up the right side body to the crown of the head. Pause. Exhale, the breath travels down the left side of the body, out the left sole of the foot. And see if you can lengthen the inhalation and exhalation here. So as you inhale, feel the belly rise, feel the diaphragm expand here, the energy traveling up the left side of the body to the crown of the head. Hold the breath. Exhale. The exhalation traveling down the right side body, out the right foot. Inhale the prana and energy up through the right foot, the right side body to the crown of the head. Pause at the top. Exhaling on the left side body, out the left sole of the foot. One more time, each side. Inhale on the left side. Feel the belly expand. Chest rises, pausing at the top. Hold the breath. Exhale down the right side body, out through the right foot. Inhale on the right side, up to the crown of the head. Pause, hold the breath, exhaling, hearing that gentle wind sound in the back of the throat. Excellent. Bringing the breath back to neutral, but maintaining that connection. Begin to wiggle the fingers and move the toes, open and close the hands. Fluttering the eyes open, hug the knees into the chest. Forehead up to the knees, round the spine. And now from here you can turn to your side and come to sit up. Or if you want to place the hands behind the thighs here, and slowly begin to rock up and down on the spine, very gently, and allow that gathering momentum to bring you up into a seated position. Excellent. From here, if you want to grab a blanket or a block to sit on, we always want to make sure that our hips are not crunched up like this. We want to make sure that our hips are situated above our knees. Sitting up nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, crown of the head rises, tuck the chin in very slightly, connecting to the breath. Maybe you want to close your eyes. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, gathering the prana, the life force, the energy, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. A couple more times just like that. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale to the heart. One more. Inhale, palms reach up. And exhale to the heart center. Placing the hands on the knees. Let's do a few Sufi circles. So as you inhale, coming to the left, and then coming forward in that pelvic bowl as you sort of roll to the right side of the body, and then coming into the back of the sit bones. Just making some circles on the mat with the torso. Feel free to bend through the elbows as needed here. Legs are relaxed, so we're not, holding any tension. We're not, directing the movement with the legs. This movement is very much in the torso. Connecting the breath and motion as you inhale and come forward, exhale back. And then as you come forward this time, let's reverse the circling in the opposite direction for balance and equanimity. And have fun with it. We don't always have to be so serious. I like to think of yoga as not just a physical practice, but a spiritual practice as well, an emotional practice. I kind of feel that everybody comes away with something from this practice, and there's no right or wrong answer to that. Excellent. Come back to neutral. Roll the shoulders back a little. Very good. Once again, coming to sit nice and tall here. Placing the left hand on the outside of the left knee on the mat. Inhale the right arm up and over, reaching to the left. Inhale, coming back up, placing the right hand on the mat. Inhaling the left arm up and over, bending through that right elbow as needed. And just go back and forth here at your own pace with your breath. Inhale up and reach. Exhaling. Excellent. One more time each side. Reach on the left. Inhale up to neutral. Exhale, reaching to the right. Come back up to neutral. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind the tailbone. I'm going to turn so you can see a little better here. Left hand behind the tailbone. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Now if you see, my hand is behind my tailbone, but I'm not dumping into that elbow. So this twist is very much in the torso. It's not in the neck. Take a breath here. Breathing into the side body. Twisting is excellent for the spine, for detoxifying the adrenal glands. Excellent. Now, without releasing the twist, simply turn to look over the right shoulder, sort of creating a double helix twist here. Excellent. Inhale the left hand skyward and then reach it over towards the right knee. Release, bringing the left hand to the right knee. Look up or look forward and then fold in. Inhale, unwind, big circle with the arms. Hands touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. Bringing the left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind the tailbone. Twist and look over the right shoulder. Breath in, breath out. Oh, always maintaining that connection to the breath. Excellent. Now without releasing the twist, simply turn to look over the left shoulder here. Inhale the right arm up and over towards the left, reaching for that left knee. Bring the right hand to the left knee, look up, and then fold in. Inhale, unwind. Palms reach up, hands touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. Excellent. From here, let's come into table. Checking your alignment, knees are under hips, wrists are under shoulders, the fingers are fanned out nice and wide. Tuck the toes under, drop the belly, and look up towards the ceiling, or where the wall meets the ceiling for cow. Exhale, rounding through the spine, navel to spine, pushing the mat away from you for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, rounding through that spine as if to touch your spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round. A couple more times here at your own pace. See if you can go a little bit faster. Untuck the toes here and let's do a dancing lion. So if you're feeling a little pain in your knees, maybe you want to fold the mat or you want to grab a blanket to place under the knees, whatever works here for you. And what we're just going to kind of do is similar to the Sufi circles. So the spine is in neutral and we're just going to kind of circle the torso over the wrists like so. And you can be as generous with your circling like this. For example, bringing the hips to the heels if you wanted, or you can keep it simple, keep it smaller. There's no right or wrong. So just start in one direction. So maybe you started in a clockwise direction. A couple breaths here. And now reverse the circling in the opposite direction. Excellent. Bring the big toes to touch behind you, creating a V with the legs. And then bring the hips to the heels, stretching the arms out in front of you for child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Take a breath here, just to reset, recalibrate. Inhale, look between the hands. Come onto the fingertips and see if you can walk those hands forward just a little bit more. Once you reach that threshold, relax the palms to the mat and then bring the forehead to the mat again. Taking deep breaths here into the back of the body, into the tailbone. Inhale, look between the thumbs once more, coming onto the fingertips. Walk the hands over to the left side, maybe even coming off of the mat, and then cross the right wrist over the left, and then placing the left palm on the floor or on the earth. Tuck the chin in slightly, breathing into the right side body here. Inhale, look at the hands once more, uncross the wrists, and walk the wrists back through center, and then walking them back through center and over to the right. This time crossing the left wrist over the right wrist, and tuck the chin in. Breath in, breath out. Excellent. Uncross the wrists, walk the hands back through center, stretching once more. See if you can go a little bit further. Forehead to the mat. Excellent. Inhale, come back up to table. And reach the right arm out. Thumb points skyward. Exhale, the right palm back to the mat. Inhale, reach the left palm out. Thumb points skyward. Excellent. And release the left hand. On your next inhalation, stretch the right leg back, flexing through that right foot. Look back at your right toes. Point and flex the feet. Maybe circle the toes in one direction, and then in the opposite direction. And then bring the knee back to the mat. Inhale and flex the left leg back. Look back at those left toes. Point and flex that foot. Circle the toes in one direction, and then in the opposite direction. Excellent. Bringing the left knee back to the mat. This time, when we inhale, we're going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. What do I mean? So as we inhale, we're going to reach the right arm out, thumb is skyward, and stretch the left leg back. And then release. Inhale, stretch the left arm out, thumb is skyward, lifting the right leg as well, toes are flexed. So a nice, strong, straight line here, and then release. This time we're gonna lift the right arm and the left leg, and we're gonna hold, and see if you can lift that thumb and that heel skyward just a bit more, creating a gentle back bend here, activating the core, and release. Inhale, stretching the left arm and the right leg. Again, hold, activating the core. See if you can lift that thumb and that heel up just a little bit more. And release. Inhale, the left arm up, and then exhale, threading that needle, threading that left arm through underneath the right arm, bringing the left temple to the mat. Shift the hips back towards the left a little bit. Inhale the right arm up and around, or if you want to just leave it right here on the mat, that's also fine too. Taking a breath here, feeling a gentle stretch into the shoulders. Inhale, bring the right palm back to the mat. Exhale. As you inhale, unwind and lift that left arm skyward once more before returning it to the mat. Now for the right side. Inhale, lifting the right arm up, threading it through, bringing the right temple to the mat. Shifting those hips back towards the right. For some reason, they always want to sort of shift in the direction that you're threading your needle. Inhale, lift the left arm up, wrap it around the lower back here.
Or again, if you want to just leave that left hand on the mat, that's fine too. Breathing into this stretch in the shoulder blades. Breathing into the back of the heart chakra. Excellent. As you inhale, bringing the left hand back to the mat, unwind, lifting that right arm up, and returning it to the mat. Let's come into our first down dog. So tuck the toes under, and keeping the knees bent here, we're gonna lift the knees off the mat, bringing the belly to sort of rest on the thighs. And if you need to widen your base here, that's fine, but just keep those knees bent. Okay? From here, let's do a lion's breath. So inhale, stick out the tongue as you exhale. Excellent. And now drop the heels to the mat. Maybe you want to alternate bending each knee here, swaying through the hips just a little bit to stretch into those hamstrings. Any movement that feels good, by all means, feel free to introduce it. Excellent. Bring the big toes to touch. And then slowly tiptoe up the spine of the mat to the top of your mat. Okay? We're not going to stand up just yet. Bend through those knees. So once again, the belly is going to rest on the thighs here. And then grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Maybe shake the head a little yes. Maybe shake it a little bit no. And then just hang here for a moment, allowing gravity to lengthen the spine. And keeping the knees bent here, it's helpful if you have very tight hamstrings. But it's also very holistic, right? To keep the knees bent whenever you're in a forward fold like this. And we always want to build longevity with our practice. Feel free to sway a little side to side, like a pendulum. Excellent. Come to neutral, placing the hands on the kidneys. Press gently into the lower back and slowly straighten the legs, stacking one vertebra on top of the other until you come into a standing posture. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then down the back. Bring the palms to face forward, tucking the pinkies towards the thighs for your mountain pose. Just take a moment here to appreciate the strength within this pose. Check your alignment, right? See if you can lift your toes off the mat. Maybe lean the body a little forward, a little back, maybe a little to the left, to the right. Just play with this mountain pose for a moment. It helps us to sort of figure out where we are mentally, right? If you're too far forward, you might not be able to lift your toes, and you might be anticipating what comes next. But then if you're too far back, maybe you're compromising the integrity of the S-curve of the spine. So we just want to be mindful always about our alignment. Okay. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart.
Inhale, arms reach up once more, palms touch. Exhale, diving forward. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, looking up, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Bring the right leg back, knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, lunging into that left knee. Framing the left foot with the hands. Bringing the left foot to meet the right, plank pose. Knees and then chest to the earth for chaturanga. Inhale, hooking the tailbone into the mat, barely pressing into the palms here to come up into cobra. Exhale, coming through table, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Stepping the right foot between the hands, bringing the left knee to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms skyward once more. Exhale, framing that right foot. Tuck the left toes under, step forward to meet the right foot. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Maybe even reach behind you with the hands for a little back bend here, shifting the hips forward. And then exhale, the palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, hands on the shins, flat back, look up. Exhale, folding in. Left leg back this time, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lunging into that right leg. Exhale, framing the right foot. Right foot comes back to meet the left for your plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth again. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, hooking that tailbone. Exhale, coming through table, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Stepping the left foot between the hands, right knee comes to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, lunging into that left knee. Exhale, framing the left foot. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, maybe going for that arch back. Exhale, the palms to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Now, I will leave it to you if you want to step the right leg back or if you just want to step both legs back quickly to come into your plank pose. It's up to you. You can also hop back if that's your preference. Knees and chest to the earth from plank, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting the right leg up, bend that knee, point and flex the foot, circle the ankle in one direction, and then in the opposite direction, stacking the right hip on top of the left here, okay? Square the hips, keeping the knee bent. Bring that knee through and placing the right foot between the hands here. Okay. Inhale, keeping the left heel off of the mat. Inhale the arms out and up for a high lunge or crescent lunge, as some others might like to call it. Exhale, framing the right foot. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, maybe reaching back. And exhale, the palms to the heart center. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Right leg comes to meet the left in your plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting the left leg up, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Bend that knee. Point and flex the left foot, circling the toes in one direction.
And then in the opposite direction, keeping that knee bent, bring the left leg through, bringing the left foot between the palms. Right leg is active, heel is off of the mat. Inhale, bring the arms out and up into your high lunge. Exhale, framing the left foot. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, palms reach up, arch the back. Exhale, the palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, sit back in your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, folding in. You can step or hop back into your plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg skyward. Bend that knee and step that right foot forward. Bringing the left heel onto the mat so that the foot is at a 45-degree angle. Right knee is bent. We're gonna come into warrior one. So inhale the arms out and up for warrior one. Now your hip may wanna pull out towards the left. Don't let it. Try to square off the hips at 3 and 9 o'clock. Excellent. Take a look at your toes, your right toes. Make sure that you can see them. If you cannot, just simply inch the foot forward. And maybe even inch the foot out a little bit. Excellent. Inhale, string your bow and come into warrior two. Now in warrior two, the body is pointed and open towards the left here. And we're gonna keep both arms active, looking over the right fingertips. Right knee is still bent. Excellent. Inhale, bringing the left hand to the back of the left leg. Turn the right palm skyward and lift the hand up for reverse warrior. Breath in, breath out. Bringing the right hand on the outside of the right leg. So kind of the elbow is pressing into the knee here in a sense. And again, this might be too much. Maybe you gotta come onto the fingertips like me. Maybe you just wanna keep maybe you can't even reach the mat. So something more holistic for you would be to bring the elbow on top of the knee. Let me just turn my body so you can see a little better. Bringing the elbow on top of the knee like so, for side angle. But if you can play with it a little bit and bring the right hand to the mat, I encourage you to do so. Breath in, breath out. Making 3 circles, counterclockwise circles with the left arm here and allowing that momentum to bring you back up into warrior two. Excellent, keeping that right knee bent. Excellent, windmill the hands to frame the right leg, pivot off of the left toes here. And I wanna come into half moon first and then try a warrior three. So, right hand is gonna be on the outside diagonal of the right pinky toe. And then we are pivoted off of the left heel, bend through that left knee and stack the weight on top of the right leg. Straightening the right leg here. When you're ready, inhale the left arm up, skyward. And flex through that back leg. Now you can look down at your toes here, or you can look up at your left thumb, whatever works for you, or if you want to just keep the head neutral and just look out towards the left, that's also okay. Whatever works here for you. Excellent. Now, maintaining this balance, I know, right? The body is shaking, the leg is shaking, and you're like, oh my goodness. We're gonna lift the right arm off of the mat and bring the arms out like wings with the palms facing the earth. Left leg is still flexed, so the toes are flexed. Coming into our warrior three. Breath in, breath out. Excellent. Framing the right foot here with the hands, lowering that left foot down to the mat, bringing the right leg back towards the left for plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come onto the knees, big toes touch behind you, child's pose. And feel free to bring the arms by the sides in this child pose, grabbing onto the heels, maybe with the hands, forehead on the mat. Take a couple breaths here. Excellent. Stretch the arms out in front of you, look between the hands, come into table, tuck the toes under, coming into your downward facing dog. Lift the left leg skyward this time, bending through that left leg. Step the left foot forward. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead, maybe arch back. Exhale, the palms to heart center. Inhale, palms reach up. Sitting in your chair. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, palms on the shins, look up halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Okay, now stepping back, left and right, come into plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting the left leg up, point the toes, bend that knee, stepping the left foot forward. From here, we're going to bring the right heel to the mat. So the right foot is at a 45-degree angle, left knee is bent. Inhale the arms out and up for warrior one. And again, check the toes, check your alignment. Make sure your hips are at 3 and 9 o'clock here. Excellent. Breath in, breath out. Okay. I'm going to turn just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better on this side. Excellent. Yeah, I think that's a better. All right. Inhale, string your bow, so the body's going to kind of open towards the right here. Arms are nice and strong, straight line with the arms. Bending into that left knee. Looking over the left fingertips here. Excellent. Breath in, breath out. On your next inhalation, bring the right hand to the back of the right leg. Flipping the left palm skyward, inhale that arm up, looking towards the left hand here for reverse warrior. Excellent. Nice strong base here in your warriors. Very important. Okay, now let's come into side angle. So again, bringing the left hand on the outside of the left knee, or you can bring the forearm on top of the left thigh here with the palm facing up, lifting the right arm up and over for side angle, making a nice strong line from the right fingertips down into the right heel. But again, if you feel like you could go a little deeper, try reaching for the mat here with the fingers or fingertips, or with the palm. Inhale. Exhale, making 3 clockwise circles this time with the right arm, allowing that momentum to bring you back into a warrior two. Excellent. Excellent. Windmill the hands down, framing that left foot. Pivot off of the right heel, and again, we're gonna come into half moon. So we're gonna take the left hand, kind of at the diagonal, a few inches away from the left pinky toe. Stacking the weight onto the left foot, lift off of the right foot here, flexing through that right foot. Inhale when you're ready, the right arm up for half moon. Squaring the hips with the mat. When you're ready, lift the left arm up. So now both palms are facing the earth. The right toes should be pointed down, and the right heel should be reaching skyward. For warrior three. Balancing here on the left leg. Maybe even a slight bend in the leg, just for some stability. See if you can lift that right leg a little higher. And it's okay if you fall out of it like I just did. Just try to come right back in. Excellent, and release, framing the left leg. Bring the right foot to the mat. Left leg comes back to meet the right. Plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, into child's pose. And just take a moment here, bringing the arms by the sides, allowing the shoulders to melt over the knees. Excellent. Reach the hands out in front of you. Look between the thumbs. Come into table. I want to try and see if we can get into pigeon. So let's tuck the toes under for a plank pose. Bend the right leg and slide it through, lowering the left knee to the mat but keeping the toes tucked. Okay, let's walk the hands a little closer to each other as we slide that right leg forward, okay? And we kind of want to bring the belly or the top of the left thigh onto the mat. So once you kind of like reach a threshold, untuck the back toes, untuck the left toes. And then the options are you can stay here with the right leg bent here like so, or if you want to come onto the elbows, maybe interlace the fingers and then just tuck the chin to the chest here and breathe. Or if you want to reach the arms out and come to lie, that's also fine. Just wherever you are today, we always want to honor the boundaries of our body. Excellent. Bring the palms to the mat and press up. Tuck the back toes and slide the right leg out and point the leg and the toes. Excellent. Bringing the right foot to the mat. Lift the left leg up, point the toes, bring that left leg through. So now we're gonna do pigeon on the other side. Again, untuck the back toes of the right foot, bringing the hands on the inside of the left knee here. Okay, so you can see my knees here, my hands are here. Okay. And from here, you can stay up here like this and just look down at the hands, or you can come onto the forearms, interlace the fingers, and tuck the chin in. And of course, the other option is to release the hands out or to the sides and come to lay. Whatever works for you today. Excellent. Bringing the palms back to the mat, press up, tuck the back toes, lifting the leg, and stretching the left leg out, point the toes, lowering the left foot to the mat, come into plank pose, knees and chest to the earth, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, coming into child's pose. Once again, bringing the arms by the sides. Rock the body gently from left to right. Excellent. Bring the hands on the mat under the shoulders and lift the forehead from the mat. Excellent. Swing the legs to the side here. So kind of like a mermaid, right? And I'll turn so you can see a little better. So I'm sitting on my left hip, sort of, and my legs are just kind of to the sides like so. Bringing the right hand to the left knee. Inhale, the left arm up and over to the right side. Inhale, the left hand comes up into the mat and reach the right arm over, bending through the left elbow here. And release, coming back up. Swing the legs around, coming to sit on the right hip this time, again with the beautiful mermaid legs. This time we're gonna put the left hand on the right knee. Right hand lifts up and over to the left. Breath in, breath out. Bringing the right hand to the mat. Inhale, the left arm up and over, bending through that right elbow. And coming back up. Excellent. Turn and stretch the legs out in front of you, okay? And you can keep them bent if you want, if that's more comfortable, whatever works here. Inhale, we're gonna lift up through our sit bones. Crown of the head rises. Exhale, we're gonna reach for the toes. And then we're just gonna drag the fingertips along the legs as we come back to reaching up. Exhale, hinging from the hips to reach for those toes. One more time. This time we're gonna reach up as high as we can go. And then forward fold, hinging from the hips. Bringing the hands either to the shins, the ankles, or to rest over the feet here. Breathing into the lower back. Maybe rock the body a little side to side. come to sit in the middle of your mat. Feel free to grab your folded blanket. So the soles of the feet are flat on the floor, knees are skyward. Inhale, lift the chest. Spine is nice and tall. Reach the arms out in front of you. Exhale, slowly lowering the spine, one vertebra at a time, until you come to lie on the back. Knees are still skyward, so bring the soles of the feet close to the sit bones. Bring the arms out with the palms flat on the earth. Inhale, press into the feet and lift the tailbone skyward. Exhale and release. Inhale, press and lift the tailbone. And release. This time we're gonna press and hold the posture. So we're gonna hold the posture, but we're not gonna hold the breath. So keep breathing here, watching the belly rise and fall. See if you can press into those feet just a little bit more. See if you can get those hip bones a little bit higher. And then slowly release the spine to the mat. Excellent. Stretching the legs out, point the toes, interlace the fingers, steepling the forefingers, crossing the thumbs. Inhale, reaching the hands and the feet in opposite directions. Exhale, rounding through the spine, forehead to knees. Release the head, bring the left foot to the mat and cross the right foot, the right ankle I should say, over the left knee. The right foot is flexed here. Inhale the left leg up, keeping the left leg flexed here. So we're kind of making like a number 4. And so there's a little window here. We're gonna thread our hand through our right hand through the window and interlace the fingers behind the left leg. And then if you want like a deeper stretch here, you can feel free to lift the head. Personally, I like to keep the neck relaxed since we're kind of winding down into Shavasana. But feel free to hug the left knee towards the chest. So you'll feel a gentle sort of stretch into the glutes, into the hip flexors. And just breathe. And release the hands, release the left leg to the mat, uncrossing the right leg. Right sole of the foot is on the mat, crossing the left ankle over the right knee, left foot is flexed here. We're gonna inhale the right leg up, keeping that right knee bent, right foot is flexed. We're gonna thread the left hand through the window, interlacing the hands behind the right thigh here. And just hugging that right knee towards the chest. Excellent, and release. Releasing the hands, releasing the foot, both feet come on the mat. From here, I want you to lift your arms skyward, lift the legs skyward as well. And we're gonna shake the arms and legs as fast as we can. So just start shaking them, maybe side to side, up and down, whatever that looks like. Just keep shaking them. Shake them a little faster. Keep going. See how fast you can shake them. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going.
Go a little faster. Keep going. And then stop. And then allow your legs and your arms to sort of float down to the earth, bringing the arms out, palms face skyward. The legs are relaxed here, the toes are splayed out towards the corners of the room. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath into the belly. Open the mouth and sigh. Tuck the chin in slightly, elongating the back of the neck. Feel the face relax. Feel the cheeks relax. Maybe the lips part slightly. The tip of the tongue presses towards the roof of the mouth as if to say the word love. The jaw is relaxed here. The throat is relaxed here. Feeling relaxation through the arms, into the fingertips. Feeling your chest, the belly, relaxed. Feeling the earth beneath you, supporting you. Feeling the legs and the shins and the calves relaxed. Feeling the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes relaxed. Feeling relaxed from the crown of the head to the fingertips to the toes. I will set a timer for 10 minutes in this Shavasana. So please take this time for yourself to reintegrate. And I will let you know when it is time to come out. I'm going to share a little poetry with you. I will admit the courage is found in many places, but mostly it is found in the way time and things change. The way the leaves fall and then regrow from season to season. Much like the way I fall and rise again. The way walls become flaked, chipped, and cracked. And yet they are painted with fresh coats to look new, bursting with all this color. Much like the way I choose to get dressed every morning and embrace a new me forever. The way a building is torn down after too many holes and leaks and someone starts all over again. Much like the way I reinvent my heart and find courage instead. the world came crashing down, and the days turned into months, all blended together in a blur. The nights hurt, but then again, most nights do. And in my dream, there I was, only everything about me was nothing like the way it should be. My hands were not my hands, my eyes were not my eyes, my spirit was not my spirit. And when I woke, I was afraid. What would become of my soul if I could no longer recognize every part that made me, me? What would become of my dreams if I could no longer close my eyes? Outside my window, the sky was clear, and I spoke soft words, reminding the stars how much I needed them. And they called to me, asked me to embrace the cool spring evening. So, I stood on the stoop for what seemed like an entire lifetime, a new eternity, where the sky had been blissfully reborn, and then a comet, and the tail end lit up the sky in a way I had never seen before. I knew I would sleep well, a sign reminding me life crashes in the same way a comet does, but oh, how it lights up the sky. breath. Begin to deepen inhalation and exhalation. Introducing some gentle movements back to the body. Maybe wiggling the toes, moving the fingers, open and close the hands, stretch the jaw. Keeping the eyes closed. Feel free to take another stretch with the arms overhead, point the toes. Hug the knees to the chest, forehead to the knees, round the spine. Relaxing the head back to the mat, coming into a fetal position on the left side. Placing the right hand in front of the heart chakra on the earth. Take a breath here and an audible sigh. When you're ready, press into that right hand and come to sit up in a Sukhasana easy pose. Try and see if you can keep your eyes closed just a little longer. Fluttering the eyes open, welcome back. Let's sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, big circle with the arms, gathering the energy, the prana, palms touch overhead. Exhale, drawing the palms to the heart center. Let's close our practice with an Om. Take a deep inhale, soft smile. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself, for your body, for this practice, for each other. Please check out our other content on this channel. Like, subscribe, support us on Patreon so we can continue making these videos. And until we meet again, I just want to thank you from my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Namaste.